Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Kind of news and views on the news. Um, and y'all, when I say that this is some crap, it is straight up some crap. So let me greet. Well, let me wait a minute because I know I'm doing this one kind of early. All right, and so this is probably what's a new riding. Hey, Bertha Huff, what's going on? What's going on, my sister? I need to come by when I get done here in Brazil. I need to come by. Man, I need to come by and see you. I need to come down. I keep saying that. Keep trying to, but this time it'll be a minute before I come back to Brazil because spring semester is kind of, I don't know how that's going to go. All right. So it might be May before I get back up here. But anyway, so that give me time to accumulate a lot of things. Those balls are so important and kind of changed the trajectory. The NGO moved. I don't know if you seen a lot of the Facebook videos in the new videos. Hey, but new riding. You must understand that my purpose for Brazil was never the females per se or at all. Let's just say at all. It was to come down here because I realized when I came down here the first time to prove that you could do it cheaper than when people at these little groups are supposedly brothers. All right, that everything that they were doing and charging you a whole hell of a lot of money for, you could have done by yourself cheaper. And you still could have got the punani that you wanted and all the rest of that stuff. All right. Or you could have seen the sites or any of the rest of that stuff. All right. So I'm tired of people ripping brothers off simply because we're brothers. And the people that's ripping us off the most are other brothers. Okay. And so everybody is looking to Hebrew brothers. Understand this. Everybody is looking to the Hebrew brothers as a way to make money off of our backs. I'm tired of that. All right. So as we get into this a little bit, well, we ain't getting even into this a little bit. All right. We're about to break some stuff down. There's a lot of videos I put up that kind of seeing some wicked stuff. All right. And y'all must understand the significance of Trump's election. The politicians dropped the ball. All right, let me say this. The politicians dropped the ball. And this is how they did it. They allowed a way for people to choose. Well, hey, Bertha. It's always good to have you up in here. All right, at least for me anyway. And a lot of times you have some like stuff. Yeah, it's always good to hear from you. All right. But as we get into this, right, there's some hell about to be unleashed. And we got to make sure that as this hell is being unleashed from what the Democrats are doing, us brothers got to make sure that certain segments of the population understand that it is not the brothers. Sisters. And if they're confused as to who the sisters are, the sisters will be in line with the brothers. and the brothers will identify them. What am I saying? I'm saying that stuff's about to get scriptural real quickly, though. All right. A lot of people do not understand how wicked and malicious the Democratic female run party is. Um, and so, well, this is worse than dropping the ball. All right. This is worse than dropping the ball. Some stuff is about to go down because of what the Democrats are doing. Because of what the Democrats are doing now. All right. Because of what the now investigations, and this is why I was planning on doing something else, but I wanted to catch you all, because it's later in the day for us now, right? For us here, it's later in the day. Um, all right, this is the stuff. And I don't think people understand how they're going to be robbed. Is because the idea behind this is to rob um, people of a choice that was made by accident. All right, Bertha. All right, so basically, what we got here is the election. The election happened, and the woman, understand this, the woman work as hard as understand this. Here's the narrative. So we had an election. The woman didn't win, and the woman didn't win because she didn't work as hard as the man did. Now, understand this. In the election, the man only ran because he wanted to get a message across. And the man was egotistical. All presidents have the same quality, the exact same qualities as Trump. This is the nature of politics. Remember, it's a Caucasian system created by the Caucasians that is not just on the least bit. All right. And y'all must understand this. I don't know why people are voting thinking that they're doing some great thing, that they're electing some great altruistic person when they're not. As a matter of fact, the whole thing has been corrupt, and it has been designed to make you think you had a choice in that office and make you think that that person kind of had all the power that you think they had. But they're only the face of the power. All right. Now, just as much as this disturbed me, what I saw on CNN, it should have disturbed many people. or it should disturb many people. I don't know that it will. All right. I don't know that it will. All right. For one, you got a segment of our population and community that just won't care. Okay, so let's call that section the ratchet black woman. You got another segment of the population that just won't care. Let's call that segment the lost simps. All right. And so, well, see, that's the thing. Independent is not a party. Independent means you don't trust either of them. And that's the only good place to be. As a matter of fact, there should be no Afro or black person that is sold out to any one party. As a matter of fact, most black people should be independent, if not all of them. Because the truth of the matter is that most of the rights that we had came from the old Republican Party. Nothing good that came from the Democratic Party was good for us as a community or a whole. And the people that detested and despised us the most were from the Democratic Party. This would be the KKK, Margaret Sanger, Hillary Clinton. All right, let's understand this. In all of this, people think that Bill Clinton was the head of the political machine and stuff like that. It wasn't ever Bill. The secret person behind the scenes had always been Hillary. The secret person that's been having people off have always been Hillary. While Bill Clinton was trying to get off, Hillary Clinton was having people offed. Right? And stuff. And so the Republican Party, when it started off as the party for Afro people. This is where all the people, Afro people who wanted to be involved in this corrupt system went to the Republican Party. All right. But what people don't understand is a corrupt system. It is not a just system. All right. And that's what we have to understand. It is not a just system. It never was a just system. It's a sucker system. All right. It was a sucker system until Trump. All right. And so let's break down what's really going on. Hold on for a second, though. Let me pause for a couple of seconds before I break this all the way down. I just want to get this out to a lot of other people, showing them what's going down with this. All right. And it's just like the Matrix, where the question is free choice, or do you have free choice, or do you not have free choice? Are the people that escape the Matrix, or do they still have free choice? And that's a very discouraging movie when you think about it, is because the people that escape still cannot go out and enjoy the sun. All right. And they can't go out and enjoy the sun because they, not the machines, destroyed the earth, which is how the machines got power over the man. And let's stop saying that man destroyed the earth. Let's call it what it really is. White men destroyed the earth. All right, that's who destroyed the earth. We didn't create atomic bombs. We didn't create a system of mass exploitation of the resources out of greed. Hey, what's up, man? All right, what's up, Torrance Johnson? All right, this whole system is based on greed. This whole system is based on greed. Now, I want to point out something else. And I am not a Trump supporter in the sense that I support a politician, but I am Trump aware. All right. And these are some of the things that I am aware of. I'm aware that every person that Trump is fighting are the people that wanted to keep us subdued. The FBI, the Democrats, the media. Remember, all these negative stories that came out about us, all the lies that came out about the Afro man had came and was promoted in the media. And wait a minute, the media will come and say, well, we did not, well, right outright lie. We just put a question mark on it. All right. And this is what they did. They say, are black men the sorriest things that ever graced the face of the United States? Question. Let's bring on a couple of black women and hear their opinion on it. And then the black women are the ones that threw us under the bus. All right. And so because the lie came from out of the mouths of the black woman, and the reporter just only asked the question, but had women that they knew were going to lie answer it, because these are women that wanted to have the black man replaced by them anyway. Now you got this problem. See what I'm saying? So what alarmed me and say that some SH was going to go down. Where did I get this title from? All right. I got this title from right here. The Washington Post, the AP, and then as we back it up, we're going to show you some things here. Investigation looks at Trump's life from all angles. This is personal. The hatred of men in general in the United States is palpable. I want y'all to understand that the hatred of Afro men in the United States is palpable. 1, 2. Okay. Just checking, because some of the times when I get into the serious stuff, some funny business always happen. All right. So just want to make sure that you all are getting this. So this news article from the Washington Post, investigation looks at Trump's life from all angles. All right. They're looking, hold on. Let me tell you how bad this is. Let me tell you how bad and unjust this is, and how really scary this is. Okay. This is this scary. That if they can do this to a rich white man that's the president of the United States, what in the world do you think they're going to do to you? You know, that Afro man that don't have the resources to protect yourself. And it's like they've been doing. All right. I want y'all to pay attention to this. It's like what they've been doing to us. And so what they said is, we are angry that you beat the racist woman because we had these Afro people suckered into thinking that the Democratic Party represented them, when in everything that the Democratic Party came up with, it destroyed our families, our homes, our communities. And it did that in a way that they understood what happened. They understood that black female would do nothing but destroy the community. So remember the put up with the aid. All right. Remember Planned Parenthood. Okay. Understand this. What's up, Clinton Cole? Planned Parenthood was designed to get rid of Afro people. And for those of you that think, oh man, he's really going out on a limb, right? I'm going to show you in a minute. I am going to show you in a minute that the woman that came up with Planned Parenthood, as you know, her name was Margaret Sanger. All right, so Margaret Sanger came up with Planned Parenthood. All right, what's up, Dude Ellington? What's up, IDK Ashton? David Bowman, what's up? Okay, what's up, Taurus Johnson? What's up, Clinton? All right, I keep telling y'all, and you know, I have to wait and prove it, but this system has always been against us because they know that in many ways we are just ignorant people. Let me put it to you this way. I pretty much understand how many people are going to see certain videos, all right, based on, they will only watch the video if it has a particular picture up. All right. And so what I've been doing is showing dudes that they should be desensitizing themselves from said pictures. All right. Now, I will say this, that it is hard to get somebody to stand the enemy that they have. Y'all understand? And so as you look at the article, but they're going after Trump. All right. So one, Trump really didn't do anything illegal. What they're going to do is find something that all right, let me put it to you this way. All the people in Trump's administration that were arrested and they're going to jail for something, they're not going to jail for any violations that was based on the reasons that the investigation was anyway. The reason why those guys are going to jail is that the investigation got personal, and when it got personal, the guys lied to the investigators to protect themselves. And that's where the perjury came in. And so basically, the probe was about Russia, right? Nobody had anything on the Republican side to do with Russia. Hillary Clinton did though, but they're not investigating her. This is an all one-sided investigation in order to tear down somebody that a bunch of more black people usual voted for, a bunch of white guys voted for, and a bunch of men and women that voted for that was tired of the BS coming from the Me Too women coordination and all the injustice that was going on. You know, like the false rape charges, the false molestation charges. All right. And it's getting to the point where we're afraid because there is so much false that when something real happens to our loved ones, they're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. And we understand to the point that they really shouldn't get the benefit of the doubt because there are more liars now than people that are being messed with. Remember, I put up something and I showed you that they did a study and it was 41% years ago. 41% of, and we're talking about in the 70s on up, from 75 on up, that 41% of rape allegations were false. Now, think about this as black women and women in general started to weaponize things. All right. Also, think about this. Not only did they start to weaponize molestation, weaponize rape against men. All right. Everybody is now using the broken legal system, understand this, to take down any man by any means necessary. Now, keep this in mind that many people are electing these black women judges to the courts. Now, you think the court's been against you before, especially when it came to child support, alimony, all the rest of that thing. All right, you're going to have a black woman judge who's with whatever it has, and they're going to unite together in solidarity to really do any man in that gets involved with any woman in the United States. And you are going to be at more of a disadvantage if you call yourself a black man. This is how bad it is, people. Now, I'm trying to warn people. I'm trying to send out the message, right? But as we know, we as a people, all right, we as a people tend to not want thing, then cry about stuff as it happens to us. All right, period. We want to cry about stuff as it happens to us. And we got people like me that's been trying to tell y'all for a minute that this is some jacked up mess, right? So is this supposed to get in her life that has nothing to do with the person's personal life? This was supposed to be a probe on Russian, and evidence said that there was no collusion. Right? But what happens is when you appoint a special prosecutor, this was appointed by in the House. Trump should have dismissed them and said, F you, Democrat, and all kind of unjust things. All right. The report goes, the deep diving will only grow in the new year when Democrats take over the House. They are expected to launch their own investigation to pursue impeachment. Though party leaders cautioned that they could face political backlash by taking that step. You see what I'm saying? So this is not about justice. This is not about a crime. This is about people that felt like entitled because they had a woman. What's up, Daniel? They felt entitled to the presidency because, well, they had a woman. So, well, yeah, entitled. This is all about female entitlement, y'all. That's all this is about. And they will rip these people supporting these feminist agenda will rip everybody apart to get their way because they don't give a F. Yeah, hold on for a second. Yeah, I see that, man. But you got to understand, I'm in Brazil, right? And here it's not going to be the best of connections. Honest. All right, so let's let me make a case and show y'all something. This is Margaret Sanger, founder of Planned Parenthood. She's a patron saint, an icon. She's a heroine of the Democratic Party. Okay? Her quote, birth control must ultimately to a cleaner race. Margaret Sanger, woman, morality, and birth control, New York, New York, Publishing Company, 1922, page 12. Hey, what's up, Rolando G? Now, let me say how serious this really is. While the black man, if you are an Afro man and you care about yourself and what's left of the community, all right, this is what Democrats think of you. Wait a minute. So that you really understand what she stands for. So understand what Margaret Sanger stands for. All right, I'm gonna put up some more things, right? Remember, I want y'all to really understand how deep this really goes. All right, how deep this really goes. These women here, these women here, these black women that jumped on the bandwagon as these white political women, and understand there is a difference between the two. All right, understand there is a difference between the two types of Caucasian women. All right, and you got the political purist. You have the political purist, and you have, all right, you have the political purist, and you have the other. Now, what did the Democrats think about us? All right, so this was Bertha Huff as, why does it say heroine of the Democratic Party? Because she was the heroine of the Democratic Party. Hey, what's up, USMC vet? What's up, Terry? All right, that this is who the Democrats stand for. This is what the Democratic Party stand for. All right, let me see. Sometimes I hate this because my connection keep jumping in and out. But this is what the Democratic Party stands for. What's up, Anthony Brown? This is what the Democratic stand for. And this is, remember, the KKK comes from the Democratic Party. The people that were sicking the dogs on and fire hoses on us during the revolution to be respected as a human being, that's what that was about. Civil rights was about us being human in the United States. We didn't want no money. We should have got reparations, and that should be the fight. But we didn't want to take anything for them. It was when we said equal rights, we was talking about we wanted to be considered human and not treated less than a man, less than a woman. All right. So this is what we have. This is what the black woman bought into knowingly when she went over there and taught the Caucasian women that thought like this how to mobilize the way the Black Panthers taught them. So the Black Panthers taught their women, but their women turned their backs on the men and went. And as the men were being assassinated by, yes, the Democratic Party, while they were being assassinated, understand this, these women were betraying them and betraying the whole community by giving these feminists knowledge on how to move their programs forward. And I put up a lot of videos. showing that black women themselves, that's a part of these big organizations and magazines, showing that they could not have moved forward without the black woman, that the LGBT community could not have moved forward without the black women helping them and being the linchpin that they needed to get laws passed to be able to rip people to shreds, to where the Caucasians, had superior rights over everybody. Good question. What's up, DK Phantom? All right. So, yes, it's a travesty, right? But people, it gets deeper than this. All right. I'm just pointing out who Margaret Sanger is, right? Here's everybody she had a beef against. And I want y'all to pay attention to a particular, and notice I'm finding this on Google. Finding all these on Google. You'll find this when you Google Margaret Sanger. Understand this, when you Google Margaret Sanger, you will find out this stuff. When you Google Margaret Sanger, you will find out these things. Here's the people she had things against: the Slavs, the Latins, and Hebrew. Now understand this. The Hebrew immigrants are human weeds, dead weights of human waste. Blacks, soldiers. Oh, so if you served in the military, and Jews are a menace to the race. Did you ever notice that the Democrats never respected the military? Did you ever notice that? Did you notice the Democrats never respected the military? Now, now that we've established what she thought about black people, let's get to the person at hand. This is why they're going after Trump. There's a reason that they're going after Trump. White woman privilege in politics. There has been no other more privileged person than a Caucasian woman. Except she didn't feel like she was privileged, is because while the Hispanic woman and the black woman and many other women worked with the man in the home to make a better life for the home. While this happened, the Caucasian woman, the man brought home most of the money, mostly off of the backs of the so-called Latinos, blacks, and all the rest of them, as they refer to us. All right. And the Caucasian woman didn't have to do much. All right. The black woman and the black man, especially the black man, had to put up with a lot. All right. But the black woman had political say in the black home, had a vote, and we wanted to hear her opinion. She was never oppressed by the Afro man. Understand this. The woman that betrayed us the most was the one that benefited the most from the people that she betrayed. Let me say that again. Betrayed the Afro man the most was the woman that was benefiting the most from man. All right. Even the Caucasians see that in the black woman, they created a Frankenstein monster. Any woman that would gleefully destroy her own community. Hey, what's up, Forte? 7. Any person that would destroy their own, got to be a problem just overall and in general. Okay, so what happened is a lot of brothers woke up and saw Hillary for who she is. One, two. Just tested to make sure my stuff is still working. So a lot of people woke up and said, we now see Hillary for who she is. And didn't vote for her. And did not vote for her. Hillary didn't do the work necessary to get the votes in the important states that would have given her the win. As a matter of fact, one of the things that Hillary and the women did, Donna Brazile and them, when Bill Clinton was making suggestions, these women told him they don't want to hear from him. The guy that won the presidency twice. These women told him they got this. They got it so much that they got whipped because they didn't want to listen to no man. Debbie Wasserman Schultz. The Democratic Party was being run by a bunch of women. Bernie Sanders never had a chance. Is because they stacked the rules against him so that he could not beat Hillary. They sabotaged his campaign. The Democratic Party sabotaged his campaign, knowing he couldn't say anything because he was running as a Democrat. See, they couldn't sabotage Trump's campaign. All right, because he used pretty much Twitter. All right, so after the fact, the Democrats now decide that they're going to investigate Trump all the way into his personal life to try to find something that they could use politically to get rid of him because they're racist. Investigate because they're Democrats. That to any man, and I'm just telling you, and the rest of those Democrats, they're just as weak. That party is about corruption and evil, and most of the people voting for them don't see it. Well, because basically, when you look at a lot of these things, A lot of us ain't trying to read the news. A lot of us are not trying to follow what's going on because they got the people in the United States where they want them as a branded people. They vote for something just because of the brand. This was Hillary Clinton's whole statement. Interesting, huh? That is her statement. Wow, that's seems like my thing. Hmm. I apologize for the interruptions. I apologize. Seems like seems like Google other parts of my stuff is working, just not that. Hold on for a second. Let me do this little workaround real quick. All right, so let me see. All right, can y'all hear me? All right, can y'all hear me? Oh yeah, and hold on for a second. I want to show y'all something. All right, I want to show y'all something. What I want to show y'all is that this information that I'm showing you is coming from Google. All right, I want to show y'all this, that I am Googling these sources. And this is how bad it is. Hold on. All right, so look like all right. Wow, interesting. Ruh-roh. All right, so which one we're going to use? Let's do this. Let's use C-SPAN. Now, I want y'all to understand something, right? In order to do research, you have to understand what was going on.
Bring you long-form public affairs programming from the nation's capital and are a public service of your television provider. C-SPAN, created by cable.
The fourth challenge is to take back our streets from crime, gangs, and drugs. And we have actually been making progress on this count as a nation because of what local law enforcement officials are doing, because of what citizens and neighborhood patrols are doing. We're making some progress. Much of it is related to the initiative called community policing. because we have finally gotten more police officers on the street. That was one of the goals that the president had when he pushed the crime bill that was passed in 1994. He promised 100,000 police. We're moving in that direction, but we can see it already makes a difference, because if we have more police interacting with people, having them on the streets, we can prevent crimes. We can prevent petty crimes from turning into something worse. But we also have to have an organized effort against gangs. Just as in a previous generation, we had an organized effort against the mob. We need to take these people on. They are often connected to big drug cartels.
So the gangs are the same as the mob.
They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the
super predators, bring them to heel.
The president has asked the FBI to launch a very concerted effort against gangs everywhere. In addition to that, he has appointed a new drug czar. You probably saw him Tuesday night. He's one of the most distinguished active military generals.
Military general. Y'all get it now? See, a lot of people think I be BSing. And a lot of people don't understand. They like, oh, you must be angry. Hell yeah, I'm angry. All right. I am angry when I see people actively trying to destroy me. All right. And the irony is the people that are trying to destroy me. All right. And that's the irony, is who these people are that are trying to destroy me. Some I know. Some I know. All right. But the main ones that said they have our back are doing things like this and caping for people like this behind our backs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is who have our backs. They've been showing us all the time that they ain't about nothing. All the time. All the time. All right. And let's not forget the Cardinal situation. Let's not forget the Louisville Cardinal situation. Y'all, these enemies have been our main enemy, have been teaming up with the Anglo man. And now is now saying that, wait a minute, we as men have a mutual enemy, because these are the women that taught their women to be against men. These women never had our back. They've been stabbing us in the back, but they never had our back. Our whole life, All right. We've been taught to fear the very people that did the least amount of damage. That was the white woman. Her organizations, you have few white women like Hillary Margaret Sanger that moved up into these societies. Exactly. Man, Torres Johnson, he hit the nail on the head. He said, where are these police officers mostly going to in order to fight these crimes? Into still Black moms' communities, because these are where most of the Black crimes are. And they understood this. That's why they wanted these communities to be of single Black moms. What did the letter say? Make them physically strong, but mentally weak. While these women raised their daughters to be thoughts and 304s. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. And then the biggest thing is this, that no matter what the Black woman does to the Afro man, they still expect us to take care of them as if they've treated us well. Well, all these memes, what a real man need to do. He need to take care of his kids, no matter what the relationship with the mother or of his child. And that's bull. When a woman takes the child and raises her to be in the system, then we have nothing to do with that woman or that child. We take it as a loss. It's a hard loss to take, but we know we lost that child. What we need to do is not mess with that type of woman anymore. And in our case, as Afro men, if she's a sister, that means not messing with the Black woman anymore. Or if it gets bad enough, not messing with American woman anymore. Until they change these laws, we don't need to be messing with them. All right. Let me tell this is the Democratic mindset. All right. They will destroy you. They will destroy you. All right. If upset them, they'll destroy you. Y'all remember this one. Y'all remember the story of Patino, right? So this woman, we have a Black woman that of collegiate author. Hold on a minute as we break this down. Okay, so with the ball. With the ball. All right. This woman, she wrote a book called Breaking Cardinal Rules. And I don't know what made her mad. I know. All right. What made her mad? But what they were doing is for the Louisville Cardinals basketball team, they were there prostituting for the team, for the hoop team. She got mad, got the black man fired, got the coach in trouble, got the basketball team in trouble. But them fans came out in droves, probably drove all of them out. Oh, by the way, her daughters were underage at the time. And this woman was prostituting her daughters too. And they were on the news talking about how they were okay with it and how it was fun for them. These are the same girls with their demon mop weaves that will go and be trying to shame a man for not talking to them after being run through by multiple seasons of basketball teams. Multiple seasons of basketball team. Who put them up to the mother? And then when their mother gets mad, she writes a tell-all book. Oh, somebody else wrote a tell-all book. She has a name called Super something. It's on top of my head. Well, Superman. It's on the tip of my head. But yeah, she was super something. But she wrote a book, a tell-all book. She's super, but right off my head, I can't just come up with the name. She wants to be called Corinne Steffen right now. But that ain't how most people know her. They know her as the superhero of something about my head. But anyway, that's basically it. And she was super with it. Wrote a book and now wants to be respected as, I don't know anything. People tried to wipe her up, but they figured out it wasn't worth it. All right. So we are taught to fear the very ones, the very people that are trying to show us love. Understand this. We are taught to fear the people that's trying to show us love. They're telling us, be afraid of the people that's showing us love. All right. But then I put this in a video because this is the truth too. And this is my funniest saying right here. This is hilarious right here. Oh, Terrence Collins. Remember, these women are primarily mad at Kim K for getting with Kanye, right? They say there are no good men, but angry when many of the Caucasian women and Hispanic women are starting to be with the good Afro men. All right? Remember, Kim K has been through as many men and people as Beyonce. All right, except Beyonce married the drug dealing murderous thug, and Kim K married the genius intellect who left college and said on his own that he could break into this system and do this music thing. See how that worked? Huh?
Não tem, deu. Esse deu no meu tempo.
Para a sua irmã.
Eu sei, ó. Esse
Ai, mesmo? Eu posso comprar dois? Ei, mesmo?
não tem problema. Não
Uhum.
tem problema.
Mesmo? Não tem problema. Quando eu chegar nos Estados Unidos, eu comprar um diferente. Muito, muito grande. Não tem problema. A loja dos Estados Unidos, não tem problema. Like, aqui, um pouquinho. You know.
Ó, eu quero casar assim.
Ai,
Acho bonito.
nem, não.
Ah,
Muito mal.
não?
Não Bíblia.
Não?
Não! Eu ver você em Bíblia. Eu falo você lê um Mandamentos. Você não lê Mandamentos. Não. É problema com você e mim. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me say this again. All right. So we were talking about love. Ai. Eu falo com amor e outra palavra. Amor
Amor. Oi, você tá falando?
é diferente.
Romance.
Oh, yes, sim, thank you. Okay, so we were talking earlier. So we have these conversations, right? And we were talking about earlier about romance and love. And love. And a brother sent me a video. Dealing with romance and love. All right, let me do this picture. All right, the whole time, everybody in the conscious community, Black women, been telling us that, and we all agree, yes, this is dangerous. Even though see really the Caucasian women Even though she's not the one that really destroyed our community, we still fear her. We fear her because we're told to. Who's telling us to fear her? Oh, it's the black woman who's actually destroying the community. What's up, Afro Troop? So, Mimi and I, we were talking about the difference between love and romance. And I was watching a video and I was agreeing with this, with the guy, right? And basically, what happened was, as he was talking some of my talking points. I kept telling people that there's a difference between someone that loves you and the catch with most black women that are not sisters is they'll tell you to love them as they are. Here's the problem, and this is a big problem for Afro men. This is kind of black women as they are right now. All shades of not them natural selves with no natural affection, as scripture said would be for the good Afro man, as being run through by all the thugs. All of them are tatted up all over their neck, their legs, their arm, chest. All right. And they tell you, the good man, after they've been run through and everything, that we're supposed to love them as they are. Where did they get that? Oh, the church in white Jesus. The church in white Jesus. Right? Told them that they could do anything that they want for as long as they wanted to do. And at the end of the day, that everybody else give them. While on the other hand, they don't have to forgive nobody for anything. All right. These things, this is the mess that was fostered by the Democratic Party that is now going after Trump. The Democrats are telling us to be weren't actually doing. Racist Trump, when the person that has acted racist towards the community as a whole had been party, and more specifically Hillary Clinton. Last I checked, Trump was literally hiring many black people, whether it was on the show or not, whether it was making money in high positions. Trump actually reached out to Afro people after he was elected. Let me break this down for you. See if my channel is kind of breaking up. All right, it's doing kind of all right. I want to break something down for you. Everybody got mad at Kanye for visiting Trump. Everybody got mad at Steve Harvey for visiting Trump. I want to show you something. In the black community, let me not say everybody, but the black woman and her simps got angry at all these people for visiting Trump. If Trump don't do anything for the black community, he don't have to. Because when he reached out, understand this, when he reached out to the Afro people, it was the BAW that got mad at anybody. They got mad at anybody that visited Trump. All right. They have nothing, absolutely to not offer us nothing but fear, destruction, devastation. And we have a few sisters that I shout out on a regular. Because one, I appreciate the sisters. All right. Yeah, I'm like, what's up, Takeover? What's up, Sean? I'm like Sean Williams. He's a politician now. I recognize that. I don't have a problem with him because it's the system. It is what it is. Right? But I do have a problem with people just not liking, right? Yeah, that not liking him simply because the news media told them to. A lot of people don't like Trump and say he's racist, as if they did not watch the last 50 episodes, 500 episodes of The Apprentice. All right. And they didn't listen to no hip hop. These hip hop artists that help promote this media narrative by the same people that's been trying to do actually hate us, the Democratic Party, the Democratic media. You got like CNN, MSNBC, who don't like our families, and everything they came up with was against our families. Think about it. They said we're promoting LGBT, then you're anti-Afro family. Everything that they promote is devastation to the Afro family. We want to promote the black woman. Oh, in spite of the Afro man, then you're anti-family. See, the Afro man has been doing the lead job and being assassinated by standing up and being the leader in the community. And you know what the black woman said? Oh, ain't no black leaders in the community. Oh, yeah, y'all had them all killed. Remember, the first person to almost successfully assassinate Martin Luther King was actually a black woman. Let me repeat this. The first person in an attempted assassination almost worked to assassinate Martin Luther King was what? A black woman. Y'all understand? The first person to assassinate or attempt to assassinate Martin Luther King, woman. Hold on for a second. And just so y'all don't think I'm playing, let's take a look at it. You have it right up here. Assassination attempt on Martin Luther King Jr. What did I type into Google? Let's see. Afro Truth. Deuteronomy 23:18. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord thy God for any vow, for even both these are abomination to the Lord thy God. All right. Now, this is what I put up. As y'all see, first assassination attempt on Martin Luther King. Kahigado? Bagay. Chinada. All right. Y'all want to get a closer look at this? Sure you do. Izola Curry. Assassination attempt on Martin Luther King Jr. A black woman. As the black man starts to wake up, let's take a look at some images. This woman put this dude in the hospital. But understand that. See, there's a lot that y'all don't understand about a lot of this political posturing and stuff. All right? There's a lot that y'all don't understand. All right? And play for suckers. While the women, the black women who are not sisters, that identify as black women, that don't have no man, ain't going to get no man. You got some women that's looking for a man, but they ain't going to settle, and they should not. Because remember, for you women looking for a man, for you sisters, the man you choose is going to be your ruler. All right? Period. And women don't understand this. Right? We were talking about this in love. Women, black women watch all these soap operas, TV, listen to all this music, Babyface and stuff like that, and think that that's how a man's supposed to be. And when they bring that to a brother, then the brother must understand that that woman loves. There is no love for him. She's looking for the white version of television romance. And that isn't even white romance. That's the white version of television romance. Why did they bring that up? Because it sells. But as soon as you don't give them that, they will betray you and even try to off you. Man, look, check out this statement by David Bowman. The black woman put King in the hospital, and a few years later, a white man put him in the grave. I keep telling you, when we try to stand up, many of the time, we better look side-eyed at the black woman next to us. Period. In every way, shape, form, or fashion, they have betrayed us. They took our music, our movement And our music, hip hop went the way of the black woman too. It was the black women that brought all these white guys at first into hip hop, and maybe they had to sell out, but she's the one that put them onto the hip hop industry. And I did a video about that when I found out who this woman was that was being done in by a white guy. By done in, I mean she was getting done. All right. And so we're looking, and the people that want us to promote this Democratic Party, it's been poison to us. All right. I ain't saying go jump Republican. Now, I'm going to be like this. If you're going to vote, I'm not going to vote ever. But if you're one of these people that believe in voting, why do you belong to a party when people know they don't have to cater to you because you belong to the party? Y'all don't understand that, do you? Okay, if you belong to the Democratic Party, the Democrats and the Republicans pretty much, and you're black, the Democrats and Republicans pretty much know not to cater to you. They'll go to a few black churches to show that they're not racist, even though they'll make racist comments like Hillary Clinton did with Kent State, or show her racism by saying how much she supports Margaret Sanger. Right? But why do you in a party? The independents are the one with the power, because they're saying, no, you got to do something that we want you to do before we vote for you. And for the life of me, I can't understand how black people never see that. But then again, most of us after the 60s were raised by the single black woman who brainwashed us into supporting and being for a particular party. And it's why more Afro men become Republicans as they get older and switch from Democrat to Republican, because they realize they want to keep their families intact, and the Democratic Party was never about intact families. All right. Their attack on Trump, the Democratic attack on Trump, the Democrats have exposed themselves and the United States, quite frankly, to this point that if you don't know now, you know that the United States was never about justice. Think about it. You're a racist woman who's actually killed people and had people killed is not under investigation, and out of anger, she did not win. All right. They're investigating this man's whole life to dig up any little bit of dirt to put people in jail on not anything illegal, but on technicalities. All these people in the Republican Party that are going to jail are going to jail over technicalities. All right, this thing was supposed to be about Russia, and they're going all into personal lives. All right, period. And now they're witch hunting for anything that they could do to this guy. It shows you that the legal system. Oh, and by the way, your police are Democrats. You know, the ones that's been shooting the black in the backs and stuff and getting away with them, they're mainly Democrats. If you're in a Democratic state, the police union is one of the most important and strongest union outside of the teachers union that are Democrats. All right. These women have been lying with everybody, using every iota of law to get somebody in jail on anything if it's a man, because it's easy to do. There is no legal system in the United States. There is no justice in the United States. All this stuff could be fixed if all these dudes would just say, we're not going to play college football for a little bit and then fix stuff. All right. But then when you ask these dudes what they doing, stacking paper. Why are you stacking paper? Because I'm stacking paper. So you're stacking paper just to be stacking paper. And basically, that's pretty much the end of it. They're making money just to make money, not to have a purpose. Period. They're making money just to make money and not to have the purpose. And meanwhile, we have people like this that are melanated like us, that'll be the first ones to off us to please the Caucasian man. All right, I want y'all to understand this. And I know these last two lives have been kind of on the heavy side, but we need to get heavy, right? I don't know too many people that's showing you what's really going on. All right. But our enemy is some of the times right next to us. And in all of our relationships, we should govern our relationship according to the commandments, not religion. We need to leave religions alone, and we need to leave these politicians alone. If you're going to deal with them, do it independently. Make them have to do something. Make some laws that's going to benefit you. Again, the modern day black woman, the 20th century black woman, from 73 to the current day has murdered more children, more than a fourth of our population through abortion, siding with women who said that that's exactly what they wanted to happen. The black woman by herself has put us on a path to extinction. The Democratic Party that she capes for has set this up a long time ago. And now they're mad because their racist woman did not get in and win. Those of you that's for Obama, I don't see why. If you think about it, he's neither a representative of us in any way, shape, form, or any Aboriginal people. That would be us again. His mother was white. That means he has nothing to do with us. That's why it's so easy for her to be a disgrace as that been the most responsible person for the family when allowed to be with his family. But then again, the laws of the United States do not allow for the Afro man to be a good man. The good Afro man's problem is the laws. I want y'all to understand that. The good Afro man's problem is the law. And now it seems to be that the problem for the man, period, is going to be the laws. All right. At the end of the day, we need to watch who we're told to fear. You understand? We need to watch who we are told to fear. Because pretty much the ones we should fear are the ones who really wanted us eliminated. Remember, as we get back to things in its original state, all these investigations about Trump is BS. All right. They really want to impeach him, but they know there's going to be a problem with it. All right. All these people are a joke. The whole system is a joke. I think it's something y'all better recognize. All right. So with that said, I'm out. Peace, love, and soul. All right. I got another video that's coming up. I have to finish it. All right. It's going to be just a regular video, not a live. And I might do another live. All right. On the original topic that I had for today, love versus romance. All right. So with that said, I'm out, people. Peace, love, and soul.